Hello Libra, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be giving you a reading for the month of March. And just to begin, I would like to say that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with you personally. And this is for anyone who has a sun, moon, or ascendant sign for Libra. And I'm going to do the cards in a different order with the tarot last, I think, because I think otherwise I'd have to circle back. So I'll start with the card for what it is that you would benefit for thinking, changing your thinking patterns for in March. And you have breathe and give thanks, which basically says to just do a short meditation where you are focusing on your breath. So focusing on the present moment. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says something about like children. So I'm getting being present, focusing on the now moment. That is what is coming in for you for this this card. So taking time to find stillness and to stop worrying about the future and making plans so much, which is interesting to what we will get to, but I am getting don't plan so much. And then for this month, I have added in some cards. I don't know if I will continue doing this, but I pulled a card for your romance and relationships. And we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I'm seeing that some of you might be having somebody in your life that you are feeling a chemical attraction to. And if you are having that, then this is a sign that in March that pursuing that relationship would be beneficial for you. I'm getting beneficial. I was going to say would work out, but I'm getting beneficial. So the relationship may not actually happen. It may not last a long time, but you will grow from it and it will be a positive experience. But I am getting that some of you are having that come in as a very positive, let's say, timeline of being with this person, and that there is a stronger connection there than just that chemistry between you. So with that, take this as a message that you should, pursue this person if you are having doubts about it. And then I also pulled a card for your business and work and like finances. And we have employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So the obvious takeaway from that is that, you might have a change of employment, perhaps quitting and getting hired somewhere else. So if you are considering doing that, this is a sign that March is a good time for you to do it. You are being asked to take that leap and leave the position that you are, considering leaving. However, this can also apply to you if you are not wanting to leave your job. This doesn't mean that you have to or that you are being told to. But I do think that it is coming in for those of you that are having, taking slow steps. So you've been waiting for a perfect time to leave, or if you have been questioning if you want to leave or not, this is the sign that you should. But this is also applying to, the way that you do things, or it could mean I was going to say a raise, that is money. What's it called? A promotion, yes. Getting a promotion, which means that you would have a new role within the same company. So that could be coming in, or just the way that you do the same work. Or if you are like a content creator, this could mean changing the content that you do, or the way that you, create that content. So, like me, for example, the way that I keep shifting the way that I'm filming these, but if this was some other thing, you could have, like I could create a Word document listing all the information from the cards, right? So think about if there's different ways that you can do what you're doing, and if that is resonating with you to do that, this is the sign that you should take that step to change what it is that you're doing, or the way that you're doing it, and that you will be supported, especially if you are having any thoughts come up that you can't do it. So if you want to, say, open a business and you don't have the financial backing that you need to do that, you are being told to trust that will come in one way or another. And so you just need to pay attention to the synchronicities that are coming into your life that will lead you to the way that you can achieve that financial backing that you need. And I'm sorry if you can hear that. My cat is really trying to get into the room. But, okay. So what it is that you need to learn for March is reevaluate your priorities. And so I think this is coming in for the career card, because you need to reevaluate what it is that you care about, so that you know if the position that you're in is aligning with you or not, and if the way that you're doing your work is aligning to your priorities there. And then also, okay, I was going to say something, but I guess it's not relevant. Yeah, so it just has to do with you reevaluating what is your priority in values, like what it is that you value in your work and in your life and about yourself. The traits about yourself that you value, make sure that you are upholding those. And then for the card, what you need to focus on for March is sovereignty. So reminding yourself of the power that you hold, and that no one can control you, even if it seems like they can. So, for example, the government tells us we have to do our taxes. And yes, you should do your taxes. But that doesn't mean that the government is taking away your sovereignty. Your sovereignty is inherent at birth. Well, even before birth. But just reclaiming that power within yourself. So if we go back to like the financial backing, knowing that even if you tell yourself that you cannot start a business because of XYZ, you actually can, because you have the power within you to figure out how to do that. And so you need to focus on the feeling of sovereignty, the feeling that comes up. So you can do that through, like short meditations, like was suggested with your thoughts. But you're being asked to focus on the now and the present, which goes back to not worrying about how you're going to start a business. Like, decide that you are going to start a business and don't worry so much about the future. Or if you want to start a business, but you think that you won't get enough sales and then you'll run out of money because you only have so much finances to start it, you're being asked to focus on the present moment and not think about that future, and to focus on the sovereignty that you have to change the timeline of events that's playing within your mind, that you will run out of that money and not have enough sales. You have that sovereign power to change the timeline where you do have enough sales coming in. And how you do that is through attracting those sales in that business. And how do you do that? You focus on the feeling of the sovereignty that is coming in. And by focusing on that sovereign feeling, then you are projecting that outward, which is going to bring back to you what it is that you are putting out. And then for what it is that you need to let go of. This is an interesting card that came in. It says the Fool, which this is from the Wolfpack Tarot deck. So it seems like it's supposed to be the Fool card from Tarot, but it's not. And these cards are numbered, and the Fool is 0. But this is 54. And it says something is going on in your life that is so obvious you are ignoring the impending danger. You could be in emotional or physical danger. Wake up and do what you must do. But this is what it is that you need to let go of. So when I first looked at the card, I was going to say it's about letting go of the fear of danger coming up. But now I see that it is connected with the change. So fear that's coming up in you, that it might be dangerous to, quit your job or take on the job that you're thinking of doing, or starting the project that you're thinking of starting. You're being asked to let go of the fears that are holding you back. The fears that you think that something is coming to stop you and hold you back from that sovereignty that you really have and really can be. So then the actual tarot cards. We have the King of Swords, which has to do with thinking and thinking through different situations, possibilities. So the reason that I found this interesting is because, it was when I was talking about the breathing and meditating, that I was being told, to focus on the present moment so you're not thinking so much about the future. But this card is interesting because it is bringing up thinking of the future, thinking about the future in a new way. So thinking about the future in the positive light of what it is that you want to have happen instead of what you are afraid will happen. And we have I think it's a falcon on here that I'm seen as like spreading your wings, because the falcon's wings are lifted. And so spread yourself to new horizons. That is coming in. And we also have butterflies above his head, which is like a transformation, the transformation of the future. You reshaping the future that lies ahead of you by taking on that new feeling within yourself of what is possible for you, what you personally are capable of. And then for your second card, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which has to do with the with your hard work and the material world, and also it can be your finances. So we can take this in different ways depending on how it is that you personally are moving forward. So like, for example, what I was using of starting a business, if you don't have the finances that you need, this is like showing that you do, but you might have to wait a little while for it to come in. It's still in the process of growing. And, you know, okay. So that could be it, but also I'm getting coming in for you with the sovereignty thing is that, you know, she has the basket here and we have the pentacles on the bush, but the pentacles aren't in the basket, which is what she is holding, what she has. And so, and she's looking at them. So you are being asked for March to look at the resources that are available in your life that you do not look at, you do not notice, and you do not reach out your hand to, you know, take it and put it into your reservoir, what it is that you hold. And yeah, there's almost a sense of perplexity on her face, but I don't know if you can see it well enough to see that. And so, see, almost like you are perplexed by how it is to do that, to actually take it and make it part of yourself. So that, I think, is why you're being asked to do the meditations and focus on the present. Because if you focus on the present, you don't have to worry as much about how to do it. And you can meditate and ask how to do it. Ask for guidance on what the next steps are that you need to take in order to do that. And then for your... Okay, yeah, sorry. I forgot that I was also going to say, before I started talking about the new insight that came in, that this can also mean recognizing the fruits of your hard work. So, if you are being offered a promotion and you're nervous if you can do the position or the new job and you aren't sure if you can do it, you're being asked to recognize the accomplishments that you have already made and know that you can look back on that experience to help you adapt to the new role that you will be taking on as well. All right, so now we can move on. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. Oh, interesting. Okay, I just realized that there is a lizard on the bottom of this. But, so this has to do with taking on a new... I'm seeing this as taking on a new position. Like doing training for a new position. Learning to do that new position. So I'm seeing that connected with the work. But it has to do with being happy about it. You're being asked to be happy about the learning process. The learning curve is coming in. So there might be some challenge. There might be some, like things that you need to learn and figure out, but to embrace those and have fun with it. Have fun with the challenges. And with the lizard on the bottom, which I found interesting, is that I got like a chameleon. I don't think this is actually a chameleon, but I'm getting chameleon coming in of you changing your colors, changing what it is that you do and the way that you do it to adapt to the new role that you are taking on, and that you can do that, and you can also do that without having to give up what it is that you were doing previously. So if it's like I said, the way that you make content, just because you think about starting to do a new way doesn't mean you have to give up the old way. And if you're taking on a new position, that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to stop doing things that you did in the old position if you don't want to. You could, because you're probably in a company then that, your boss tells you what to do. But you could ask, can I still do this thing? Can I, help out doing this project as well if you have time and, the means and actually want to do it. But you're just, being told that you have the capability to wear different colors. And that doesn't mean that you have to give that up. If you love blue, but you want to take on green, you can still be blue as well. Although that was not a good example because blue is in green. But you know what I mean. Yellow and red, for example. But yeah, so that is what I have for your reading for March. Take that step forward to do your new work. And with that, I hope to see you in April. And please do consider liking and subscribing. And also, just a note that I do also have an Etsy account linked in the description if you would like to check that out as well.